to an overview of the U.S. presidential election process, presented by APNA News. The U.S. presidential election process is complex, combining direct votes and the unique Electoral College system. Here's a breakdown. Each state holds either a primary or caucus to select delegates. The election process begins in the early spring of the election year with primaries and caucuses held. Delegates selected will support specific candidates at national party conventions. In these elections, registered voters choose their preferred candidate. Most primaries are conducted by state governments, and the process is similar to a typical election. Caucuses are gatherings where party members discuss and vote on their preferred candidate. Iowa, for example, is known for its caucus system. After the primaries and caucuses, each major party holds a national convention where delegates formally nominate their presidential candidate and approve a party platform. The general election is held on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. Voters cast ballots for a slate of electors chosen by their party. Electors select electors to represent the state in the Electoral College, rather than voting directly for a presidential candidate. There are 538 electors in total, representing each state based on their congressional delegation. A candidate needs 270 electoral votes to be elected as president. The Electoral College system is unique and sometimes controversial. Here's how it works. Most states utilize a winner-takes-all system, where the candidate who wins the popular vote in a state wins all of its electoral votes. This method can lead to a significant disparity between the popular vote and electoral vote. Some states use a proportional method, allowing for a more equitable representation of voter preferences. The Electoral College can lead to a situation where a candidate wins the presidency without winning the national popular vote, as happened in 2000 and 2016. Swing states, or battleground states, are those where no single party consistently dominates, allowing them to swing toward either major party. Key swing states include Florida, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, which play a crucial role in elections. Candidates prioritize these states by allocating more campaign resources, events, and advertising to influence the election outcome. Candidates focus on swing states and key demographic groups, such as Hispanic voters in Florida, to maximize their electoral impact. Campaigns prioritize media appearances, debates, and rallies to enhance visibility and connect with voters. Campaign advertising, both online and on TV, is crucial for persuading undecided voters and mobilizing base supporters. The U.S. presidential election system includes the Electoral College, focuses on swing states, and adds complexity to the election process. In contrast, India's parliamentary system involves direct parliamentary elections and a more straightforward voting process. In India, voters elect MPs directly. In the United States, voters elect electors who then vote for the president. The U.S. election system places significant emphasis on states due to the Electoral College. India does not have an equivalent state-based electoral mechanism for the head of government. Voter turnout in the U.S. often lags behind that of other democratic nations, indicating a need for further engagement. Participation tends to increase during presidential election years compared to midterm elections, reflecting the significance of the presidency. Various factors influence voter turnout, including registration rules and the availability of mail-in and early voting options. Media plays a crucial role in influencing U.S. elections by shaping public perception. Political advertising serves as a tool for candidates to communicate their messages and influence voter decisions. Presidential debates are a key aspect where candidates can gain or lose support based on their performance. Social media platforms are pivotal in shaping discussions and mobilizing voters. Media coverage significantly impacts voter opinions, highlighting the importance of how news is presented. Election security has become a critical topic due to rising concerns about cybersecurity threats and misinformation. The U.S. has federal agencies and state officials responsible for overseeing election security, ensuring the integrity of voter databases and infrastructure. The legal framework includes protections for the right to vote, coupled with penalties for any forms of interference and fraud. Voter ID laws are a contentious issue. Supporters argue that these laws prevent fraud, while opponents claim they can disenfranchise certain groups, including minorities, and may disproportionately affect low-income individuals. The U.S. presidential election system is highly democratic, incorporates the Electoral College, and focuses on swing states, adding complexity to the election process. In contrast, India's parliamentary system involves direct parliamentary elections and a more straightforward voting process. Thank you for watching this presentation on the U.S. presidential election process, brought to you by